Hello and welcome in. I'm the average goob, and today we are going to be working on Rise of the Intern. Uh, apologies for that. But anyways, yeah, we're going to jump right in, right where we left off yesterday. It feels like this is a never-ending document, and I feel like this is going to help me make the game a lot better. So, there's an important step, especially if you want grants, if you want to be part of a big company where you're not doing all the work yourself. Like, game design documents are huge. So I'm going to be working on the game design document today and kind of fleshing out some of these actually, and even like the mechanics of the game we've already got figured out too. So it should be pretty easy to get through this. I say that, and 2 hours later, I will be eating that. Welcome in, Stellar Frog. It's goobin time. All right. And today, if we have time, I was thinking of maybe doing the thing that I like doing to make the game feel real, which is creating the title screen. So I just pulled this up just as kind of a reminder that I want to get to it at some point, where I find like a font, maybe some colors or something. So we shall see. Okay, let me actually take this image. Can I copy this? Copy. Can I paste this? Heck yeah. Oh, I love how these apps just all work together. It's amazing. I mean, I could have taken a screenshot too, but it copied it over. Okay. All right, and news. The collectibles. I have decided they're going to be cogs, and I think it was mentioned in the stream yesterday or maybe the day before. But I think this is great. So I was just trying to figure out like a silly kind of acronym, and obviously they'll be referred to as just cogs. But it's the collectible office goal standards. This is what everybody's looking for. Everybody wants these. That's why they're so valuable and why you can sell them on the cog marketplace. Basically, because as mentioned before, is like we're all just cogs in a machine in the corporate world. So it's very fitting, very appropriate for the game theme. All right. Let's go back to the design document and okay. So we need to actually define the objectives of the game. And so I was saying collect $1 million and bankrupt the company, meaning the company no longer has money for the next day or whatever it is. So maybe let's define that. So we're just going to kind of repeat the win condition. Player must collect $1 million in their own bank account. And then corporation, the player is climbing corporate ladder for, must go bankrupt. This means company no longer afford all their employees and assets, I guess. So there's gonna have to be something around this that keeps track of the corporation's assets, which is good to know. This is a game manager. This is something that should start out at the beginning of the game. This is hopefully going to help me not have to refactor so much. Like refactor is probably a given, but I think having some of these rules in place will be good. So this means company Bankroll will be tracked. Maybe behind the scenes. I'm not 100% sure. I feel like we should be able to make this accessible uh, until they are CFO. Hey, EM Audio. Welcome in. I love that little emote. That's so cute. Is that a puppers? It is. It's funny. It kind of looks like Elvis on the smaller chat. I just call you M. Okay. Welcome in, M. It's a very cute puppy. But yeah, I'm making a new game actually. I've been spending, what has it been, like a week now? Has it only been a week or maybe 2 weeks? Working on the new game idea. So I'm going through and creating the game design document and kind of fleshing out what I want to make. But so far I've got the game mechanics kind of figured out. And then we've got like not storyboards, but like mood boards and style boards and stuff, and then a mechanics board to help figure all that out. And then I've got the classes all set up. So we've got the gamer, delivery driver, retail worker, fast food employee, and admin assistant. So these will be like your classes that you start off with. And the game is a 2D, like top down survivors like RPG. So there's going to be, it might be ambitious, but I'm not going like MMORPG, open world, all this stuff. So it's going to be very linear in the survivors like fashion. So hopefully I can make it. If anything, I'll have a survivors game out of it, and that's all that matters. Takes me back to the intern days in the studio where I did nothing audio related, clean bathrooms, built furniture. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look. So there's progression for the player, and you start out as the intern, file papers, get coffee, take notes, spreadsheets. The build furniture is great. That's so funny. And you know what's funny? So you do say clean bathrooms. It was mentioned in stream yesterday that I should add the clean bathrooms to the game, but I was like, oh, that's more like janitor stuff because these are for corporations. But like, yeah, the intern is totally in charge of everything, just not business related. It was like Kia furniture. Oh, great. So it came with instructions and everything was in pieces. Perfect. You get to do that for 6 hours. Oh, that's funny though. But yeah, there's a little bit of progression in here. Where you start as intern, and you reach to the CEO, and then there's going to be kind of benefits of getting each of these titles and stuff. You do less work, you make more money, you can delegate stuff. And as the CEO, your goal is to like hire expensive people. Thinking of like Silicon Valley, where they like Huli was just hiring people and they just all like they'd send them to the roof to go work. They didn't have to do anything. So that's kind of where that idea came from. But I feel like it'd be fun to make this. I can't wait to start working on the art for it. Let's see. We're gonna make these. Do so. The cogs. I'm thinking these are the collectibles that you get. Making them 300 by 300. That way, if anybody wanted to make their own cogs to go in the game, we can do it this way. What's the company? There's not a name for it yet. I figure I could either come up with something silly. I could use GPT to come up with a bunch of suggestions, or I have this thing where stream names things. So for 2,000 points, people will be able to name stuff as part of the game. Hey, developer Ezra, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. How was stream? I was like literally just clicking through some of the streams before I went live, and Saw you were working on something. How was stream? What'd you do? What'd you make progress on? How's your monthly game coming along? I didn't get a chance to stick around. Welcome in, everyone. I was actually just giving a little spiel about what my game is about. Yeah, Stoff, welcome in. Ooga Booga, hello. Welcome in, Chris GW. Sonecasp, welcome in. Hello, hello. Thank you for the raid, Ezra. I appreciate that. I was not like I just went live like 12 minutes ago. I'm not expecting this. Like I haven't even I've written 2 sentences, so that's good. Working on your monthly game as usual. Good, good. About to get ready for the demo, but got other responsibilities you need to focus on for a week. No. I mean, yay, responsibilities. But yeah, Stoff, I was thinking we could do random company names, obviously, but I think having a list of those company names would be fun to pull from. So we can do the thing where stream names some of those things, and then maybe we can just generate a bunch of random ones to go in there. Hoping to get all that demo on the Steam page. Wow, that's right. You're doing it on Steam. That's awesome. Oh, yeah, starting the stream strong. Thank you so much. Well, welcome in, everyone. I am the average goob, and I make video games. I'm a professional web developer slash designer, but I also make games as a hobby. And I went to college for it and never really broke into the industry. Um, Maybe because I don't work well with others. Might be a me problem, but I do make game jam games quite often, and I've been doing it for about 15, 16 years now, maybe a little bit longer. So these are all the ones that have just been released or published as part of game jams. Most of them were uh like 48 hours. So they may be a little crude in the games, but my most recent ones were actually all done by me completely. Art, some of the music was actually done by some of the chatters. Some of the stream actually contributed. So I got some sound effects and some music for Archimist from people. But Quiet Quitter, which is kind of what this new game that I'm making, Rise of the Interns, is kind of based on. It's like this corporate world where you just try to take down corporations in a survivor's RPG style. But Quiet Quitter was actually made as part of a game jam, the One Button Jam. And I thought the idea was just too funny that I wanted to mix it with one of my favorite genres that just recently came about, which is survivors, like the vampire survivor style. And so I took that, I got the corporate, the corporate world, and then I made another game called Key the Board Warrior, all on stream. And this is where I learned digital art. So I took all the time, I created a blog where I went through and I streamed all my progress. So even down to the animations, starting with the actual like concepts to final art and stuff. So all that's in there. And this was kind of a survivor style concept for a corporate office survivors game, and I thought this would be fun. And this was made in Game Maker, so I can't reuse anything. Um, but I started using Godot about 3 months ago, and Archimist made part of a game jam, and then spent 2.5 months polishing it. Uh, this was for the Pirate Software's game jam, and this is my first time using Godot on this. So I put together almost again a little survivors styled like ship sailing game and stuff. And it was kind of the proof of concept that if I like Godot, then I'll make my next game in it. So that's what brings me to Rise of the Intern, which is a 2D survivors like RPG. Vampire Survivor Corporate's funny. Right, right. It's supposed to be humorous. It's supposed to be kind of like off the wall, just kind of silly, not really like I don't want to take it too seriously. And so we have classes for the game, which are like your previous jobs in the corporate world. So like you're gonna go be an intern for this company, and I'm still working out the story. We talked briefly about it being like maybe the CEO of this company has slighted you in some way, or I was just think like Evil Corp from Mr. Robot, where it's like maybe something sinister had happened and now you want to take them out from the inside. So you start as the intern and your previous job can be like gamer, delivery driver, retail worker, fast food employee, or admin assistant. So they'll each have like their benefits and stuff. And I've already dug into creating like all of their abilities, like their starting abilities and passives, like what kind of armor they're gonna have. Um, so this was kind of like the notes here, and then I fed it to GPT to give me kind of a summary of it, and I like it. I liked how it all came together and sounded. So the short the short lists for each of these will help drive this, and then I'll be building on from there. But yeah, welcome in everyone. We're working on a game design document, and I'm actually getting to the objectives. Hey, Sohn Casb. Not sure how to say your name. Can I call you Sony? Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Sonek? I can do Sonek. Am I saying that right? But thank you. Appreciate it. Hope you like what you see. There's gonna be a lot of text in here for probably the next couple streams that I do stream the game dev. I do take breaks and I do play video games too. I know that it makes a lot of indie devs jealous, so feel free if you're making a game or something and you see me live, but I'm not game deving, use it as an excuse to vicariously play games for me. Uh, anyways, so I've got different game modes and different progressions set up already for the player. We got career mode, which is the RPG style playthrough of the game, and it's where you go into a corporation, you climb the corporate ladder, and you take out the company from the inside by becoming the CEO, and then you just kind of try to plummet their everything about the company, like you try to fire people, hire expensive people, run out the bank account. But there are loose conditions, so in the middle of leveling up or going through these levels, your dreams are survivors like combat. So, how you have like random encounters in Pokemon or like Final Fantasy or something where you get like a turn based RPG. This will be survivor style. And so you'll be fighting dreamlike enemies throughout this leveling experience. And then once you beat the game the first time through, you'll unlock boss rush. And then as you complete each like corporation, like you beat each corporation, it'll open up in boss rush mode where you can go through the different levels with all the bosses that you just fight them in like survivors back to back succession. And then throughout the game, you'll have mini games that you play like filing stuff like Think Among Us, task based stuff where you try to complete it, and maybe there's some like stealth things, maybe there's some silly dinosaur jumping games, that kind of stuff. And the mini games, once you unlock them in the playthrough, you'll actually unlock them in like a level select style. So I don't know if you've played Pummel Party or anything, but it'll be like a selection where you can just play through individual mini games, like if you find them to be fun. So the objective, I'm thinking the player must collect $1 million in their bank account. I think $1 million we can all agree would be really nice. And if I can balance this, I think I can. I don't even know what $1 million looks like, so we'll see how we'll see how this comes along. You'll be able to get money by doing missions from the job board and the bulletin boards in the offices. So you can do small tasks for people. You can get extra money and experience, and then you'll also be collecting these things. So if you remember Pogs, we have our own version of them. I have a screenshot of Pogs. There they are. So we'll have our own version of Pogs called Cogs, and you'll be able to collect these and sell these on the marketplace for a little extra cash. So it'll help you reach the goal of getting $1 million faster. And also, I got to figure out some like progression for that. Hey, welcome in, Mike Horry. Mikery? Welcome in. From the raid, but a little bit late. No, it still says Raider. It still says Raider, so you're just on time. You have to spend money to survive. Right. Sonic, I've got to figure out what you got to spend money on. Right now, I'm just thinking the upgrades. So we're gonna have talent systems, and you're gonna have different tracks, and so you have to spend money on like certs. Like you can pay for certifications to give you extra talent points. You can kind of beat the leveling system a little bit by paying your way up. So I was thinking something along those lines. And then yeah, like you got to buy food, so you'll stop by like the soda machine, um, grab yourself a soda. If you need some food, you can get something from like maybe the kitchen from the company, but you can also maybe steal food from other employees without getting caught. I was thinking something like that. Yeah, that's a good note. I need to take notes on that because I haven't really considered how to spend money. Let's do like a vending machine. I literally couldn't think of the word vending machine. But my Corey, I'm working on a game design document for my newest game, Rise of the Intern. So normally I do game jams and I don't go this in depth into the planning phase, but if I'm going to make this game a little bit bigger than most of the games I've made before, I feel like I've got to do something and plan it out. Otherwise, it's just going to be a mess. I'm going to overscope it. So I'm going through and creating the game design document right now. Ooh, investing in stocks. Okay. It would have to be like a mini game, and it would have to be something simple. There's gonna be so many freaking mini games. I might get overwhelmed, but it might be something fun to work on. When I don't want to work on the main game, I could just do mini games. It's like dragging and dropping things. So vending machines, certifications for talents, investing in stocks. And so I'm thinking you can collect the cogs, but maybe you never buy them. So I don't want to make it like you buy it, hold on to it, and the value increases, but that might not be a terrible idea. So I'd have to see how that would work. Invest in stocks and instantly 5 minutes make 1 million. No, I can't do that. Or half your money. No, I can't. I can't make it that easy to win. Well, there's two win conditions though. So you have to have $1 million, and the company you're working for has to go bankrupt. So in order to make them go bankrupt, you do have to be like CFO at least, so that you can see their money, and then you can make firing decisions. So I don't know how I'm gonna do all this, but I think thinking about it is a lot of fun. And the more I get it out there, I think the easier it's gonna be to like actually conceptualize them. Can you boycott them? Just start. Okay. All right. I can't guarantee that I'm gonna get into like the actual in-depth versions of those things, but boycotting them in like a form of like creating negative social media would be actually pretty smart. You just become the CEO and start doing unhinged social media posts. Um, so I have my fiance. She's normally in Discord to make those comments, but she has to concentrate on crochet right now. But she just said that'd be funny to do something like that. So like right here, the CFO make social media posts. No, no, no. The CFO, no. Let's make um right here. Make negative social media posts. That would be great. Thank you for the posture check. Oh, I appreciate that. And that's for everyone else too. If you're not postured, just get postured. Unionize the workers. Okay. Just like, yeah, you guys can have a union. Go ahead. Uh My Corey, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Yeah, so this would be pretty silly, but yeah, there is a level when you're the CMO, the Chief Marketing Officer, where you can post on social media again. So I think I said again. Okay, right here, junior level, you can post on social media. to drum up like interest in the company and stuff. And then as a manager and team lead, you're removed from the social media stuff because you've got to manage the employees. And then CMO gets access to social media again. CFO loses it, but CEO can post to all like the company's social media, not just their personal one. So this would be a great way to just like start destroying it and talking about the company. And maybe I like make a little stock tracker. That would be funny. So, because I have this right here. So, I hate when I highlight things that I get Copilot and this bar, but I like to highlight things. So for the corporation to go bankrupt, the player must spend the company's money. Why did company's money? Hire tons of employees and run out the clock. Um, yeah, tank the stocks and make bad investments. Things that you could just naturally destroy a company with. Like I've never been at this level where I know what kind of things we can do. So anybody that's been a CEO, feel free to give your input. Can you get in trouble for being on social media too much? Yeah, that's what I was thinking on this junior level. Or no. Yeah. The junior level, when you start posting on social media, you're supposed to be at like your desk, but you're supposed to be working, and so you'll have like the tasks that you're supposed to be doing, and then you can like post things. And I was thinking of making like social media builders where you like just drag blocks in there, like with positive comments or whatever it is, not like really type things out. Or maybe you do, who knows? And if you get caught doing those things in the junior position or the entry level position, because even the entry level position, your goal is to like go around the office, do tasks for people without getting caught. Um, and so I could just tie it all into that. So you can see I'm getting excited about this game, and I haven't even started on it. Like I haven't even drawn anything. This is the title screen that I have so far. I want to get to this today too. Um, so we'll see. It's pretty great. So the player must collect $1 million. You're getting excited. Yeah, me too. Like, and as we go through this, like I said, feel free to comment on things, give me ideas. I will keep running notes and I revisit this. So like the possible mechanics, there was a ton of stuff in here. Those turned into real game mechanics that I actually fleshed out. We took some of the notes from here and turned them into classes. Like the gamer now is going to have a farting ability. It's just that simple. And when the notes, now it's in the design document. We're even talking about having like new game plus and replayability, a chance to get promoted in a position with no pay raise, so you have to struggle a little bit more. So there's like some depth that will create to the player's experience. Um, but this is going to be an advanced game manager, and I'm a little intimidated by it. But we're gonna take it one block at a time. So no idea is a bad idea. Well, as long as it's thematically in there. So yeah, ways to spend money. Let me just finish this real quick. Vending machines, certificates for talents, investing in stocks. Um, you can pay for like social media followers, which makes your company look better. So maybe the price rises. All right. Objectives. The company can no longer afford their employees. The company bankroll will be tracked behind the scenes until their CFO or CEO. The company stock price will be tracked behind the scenes until player is CEO. Where do you begin with this kind of a big game? The title screen. I start every game with the title screen, and then from there I do the movement. I prototype kind of how I'm gonna let the player move and interact with the world. And Godot makes it kind of easy to get that started. So I'm gonna be using Godot for this project. I used it for Alchemist as well. And then I just go from there. Then I incorporate maybe a mini game and just see if I can do kind of mini games that pop up for the player to do, and I just go from there. So I'll probably storyboard like the actual main story of this just to keep it consistent. But yeah, I'll just start with like the core mechanics, and this will turn into a task list. I have a game mechanics list here, so this will kind of act as my task list to get stuff done. Uh, remove this. So we'll have to do like RPG style progression. I'll have to set up character classes. I'll have to set up all their stats. And then some of these other things will kind of just fall into place. So like I already know for my tutorials, I want to do breaking the fourth wall. So you'll have somebody on your first day as an intern. They'll show you around the office. They'll teach you kind of the ins and outs and get you started. The job board will be its own mechanic. Crafting. I'm thinking about doing crafted weapons and items. So you'll have a bunch of stuff here that you can craft and keep track of. But yeah, ultimately I start with the title screen. Let's see. As the social media followers decrease, the stocks start to plummet. Okay. And then if the stock is 0, the company funds must be run out. There will be the ability to check company funds as the CFO/CEO. And make purchases or hire employees. Okay. So I actually probably need to make, well, I guess that's really the main objective. Collect $1 million, destroy the company. Plain and simple. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do heading. What are these? Let's do H4 here. Winning condition and losing conditions. Okay. The player loses. Has to restart as an intern if they get too many HR violations. The player gets HR violations from getting caught not doing their work, harassing. How do you spell harassing? Oh, it's just one R. Harassing employees. So you can get complaints filed against you. Um, so if the employees catch you pulling a prank, then they have a chance to file a report on you. I was thinking about doing like a relationship system. It's bringing me back to thinking about Fable and stuff. But then I'd have to keep track of each like employee. I'd have to keep track of them as an individual. You can get complaints filed against employees. Um, oh, to like get them fired? Not a bad idea. So let's see. Hold on. Okay, the player can take down the company from the inside by doing a few things. Just have that correct that. My Corey, 2D or 3D? Oh, definitely 2D. Definitely 2D. I just learned how to do digital art this year. Hand drawing and stuff. I got an iPad and Procreate, so I took a course on Procreate and a couple courses on doing some digital art, making characters and stuff. So definitely 2D for now. However, the objective within the next 10 years is going to be to do 3D. You can have some special NPCs that can help you do things in a group. Oh, that'd be funny. See, because I do have to kind of think of what the player can do outside of the survivor's combat without it being too complicated. Like, I don't want to hide too many things. I don't want it to be overwhelming. I want it to be kind of straightforward. Maybe they can kind of choose what they do. So like the social media thing would be funny. Like you can have a whole social media route. Uh, Pranking employees. You can have a whole route there trying to get people fired. Thank you for the hydrate, my Corey. Appreciate that. Drink some bat juice here. Oh, sour. Oh, I just noticed that my the gooblet coin has updated. Yeah. It's showing it for me. But like there's little gooblets. That's so cute. I did that today. Okay. Thank you, Stellar Frog, for the stand redeem. I will be standing. At least my desk will be. I'm gonna make that joke until it gets old. All right. Thank you for the lurk. I know you're not lurking. You're right there. I can see you. Oh my gosh, we're wearing the same shirt. Wait, here. Can you come over here? You want to show off? No? All right. We're wearing the same shirt. You want to see my shirt? I took a shower before stream. It's just water. I'm not sweating. Stellar Frog actually designed this shirt. It's a ballerina egg. I couldn't tell you how many people have said the shirt is cute. It's kind of funny. Like in person, like it's so cute. I'm like, what's cute about it? Explain it. uh, all right. So the player can take on the company from the inside by doing a few things. Negative social media interactions. Uh, Getting employees fired via complaints. I do like this idea of having special NPCs that we track. And here's the thing. We have this thing where stream can name things, and there's a reserve spot for muscle man development. They said they wanted to redeem, but they have an addiction to spending the gooblets. So I was like, I'll put a placeholder for you. But basically, you can name something in the game. So if that comes to it where we actually name NPCs, I think it's important that we keep track of some of their stats. And it's easy to do with Godot. I can do like objects that have different stuff on there. Oh, I forgot to put my standing timer. I just love standing so much. Getting employees fired. What else can you do? Spend the company. Oh my gosh, why can't I type today? Spend the company money. Starting as the CMO. The CMO has the option and the chance to embezzle. So they'll be able to steal money through like invoicing for like parties and stuff that are company funded, and then like they'll line item stuff to themselves. That's kind of a way to get more money. But if you get caught, you lose. Like you will have to restart. So it's a very high risk, high reward. What kind of companies will you have the character to interview? For the character to interview? I was thinking kind of like the main tropes. So we'll have like a. I should write these down. Companies to work for. There will be like a gaming company. We'll have a marketing company. We'll have a SaaS startup company. You know what I'm saying? Um, Probably what else kind of corporate stuff like a retail holding company. Think like big, like the companies that own all the companies. Kind of other corporations out there like a media company. It's like news. Um, I thought about like a lot of these before. I said gaming, like a game development company, a publishing company. Something like that. I think something like this. And so your character creation will be building your resume, and you'll have the chance to lie on your resume to maybe get additional passives or new like different abilities that you start out with. So you'll have your class talent tree. So it'll be like a kind of a short tree that you can go through and enhance like the abilities of these characters. And then you'll have one for the corporation. So you'll have like your task management skills, you'll have your um like social interaction skills, you'll have your online profile skill, whatever it is. Like your people will be like different stats. I haven't really figured out which ones yet. I can finally behave in the workplace like I never would in real life. Right? You can be a menace to society. Some people get to do that in their day job. They lose their jobs, but they get to do it. I just couldn't do it myself. I'm a I'm a freelance web developer, so I don't really work in an office or anything anymore. I had a short 3 months in a real corporate environment, and a lot of my feelings are pulling from that. Like I can dig deep for that one, but for the most part, I've worked for like a lot of startups and stuff, and now finally my own. So the woes are a lot different than working for a big corporation. The water cooler talk does not exist anymore. Not for me. But I do remember it. There was a company I was working for, and I fell asleep at the office one time. This is not like a full on fall asleep. I was just kind of like dozing off, like everybody does. But I had like one snore. I got written up. I got written up for giving a little office snooze. This is our water cooler talk. Twitch. Oh my gosh, it is. This is water cooler talk right now. How about that sports ball? Oh yeah. Did you see them shoot that hoop? It was a beautiful touchdown. I loved it. I played football for 8 years, so I I couldn't tell you any of the teams. I never really like paid attention to it, but yeah, go team A, go team B. Well, who do you like? Oh yeah, me too. Just kidding. Um, it was goofy. Those were real. I had real conversations about things I just did not care about. I joined a fantasy football league for a little while. I didn't know what was going on. I just I just picked based on numbers. Like number 13 sounds cool. Yeah. Free safety? Sure. Sure. Yeah, Josh, that guy never plays. He's on my team. Okay. I couldn't care less about sports. I just want everyone to have fun. Right, me too. Me too. I don't think you would ever catch me getting angry at a sport that I'm not playing. And I won't even play sports anymore, so I guess I'm never gonna be angry again. uh how funny would it be to have like a corporate social media that you can just poke employees, but we can't call it poke because it's probably trademarked. We'll just put a harass button. Rod. uh corporate social media, you can prod other workers. um let's see. Obviously get, not doing your work, harassing employees, maybe it is an RPG. The only time your health is really going to matter is in the survivor's world. Oh, maybe um player loses if they run out of money. Can't afford rent or bills. That's too real. You said sleeping on the job? Did I? Oh, not doing their work. Oh, perfect. Um, I said it, but I didn't write it down. Thank you. Your health go up extra if you steal your coworker's lunch. No, actually, I don't know if I wrote it down. Probably in my notes for a boss. So I was thinking, yeah. So the fridge boss. So I was thinking if you steal, the player steals too much food, there will be a special fridge boss that can appear. So I was thinking like the fridge boss will appear and like when you go to reach in for the food, it's like toxic food or something, and then the encounter shows up and you're doing a survivor style fridge boss and it's like it's got toxic biohazard food thrown at you and stuff. Like maybe the employee uh finally caught you stealing their food and then they put sleeping or laxatives or something in it. Again, this is all satire. None of this is real. This is just a game. You only get a certain number of sick days. Ooh, that would be good. Calling a sick day, you get rested experience. It's not a bad idea too. I feel like we mentioned sick days somewhere in here. Oh, was it? Oh, it was an ability, probably for the retail worker. What? Day off. Why did it not put it up here? Oh, it did. So we got an ability for the retail worker to have a day off. You call in sick, granting temporary increase to maximum health and fully healing themselves. So maybe there could be a day off, like a days off mechanic. That's a good idea too. I like this under the losing conditions. Taking too many sick days, but I can make it beneficial. So like maybe at the end of each day, there's your stat screens, what you gained, you can allocate your talents, whatever it is. And then you have a chance to like call in sick, which will skip that day, give you all the experience for that day or whatever. So it'd be kind of like a benefit, but maybe there's this random arbitrary number that is like, oh, you got too many sick days, and then it's been noticed or something. It'd be funny if the moldy food was like a brontosaurus steak or something. Oh, well, it can be anything. I can make them whatever. Breast milk. There's always breast milk in the corporate fridge. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Just open it up. Did you drink my milk? No? Somebody did? Gross. It was for my baby. This game's giving me Thimbleweed Park vibes. What is Thimbleweed Park? I'm gonna look this up. Oh, where you switch between 5 playable characters. It's a time capsule adventure game. Okay. Pull this up. A dead body is the least of your problems. Okay. A little point and click adventure. That's cute. That's scary. Clowns crying with a balloon. Uh-oh. Wow, I like this art too. Oh, it's a video. It breaks the fourth wall. Oh, nice, nice. Um, Thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in here. Games to research, because I was trying to think of ways to break the fourth wall, because I want to do the tutorial in a fourth wall breaking style. So thank you for that. It's always good to do a little bit of game research. Coworker birthday parties, you get marked down for not attending or signing the card. Oh, I've been in trouble for not signing a card that went, not in trouble, but like, really, you didn't sign it? And I was like, I wasn't even here. For our CEO one time. You used to hang out on their website? I only know odd games. Well, perfect. You're in the right place. I've made some odd games. I don't know if you were here when I was showing off my game collection, but some really weird games. We got Crypt of the Old Gods. Let's just say I did the voice acting for it. There's Cthulhu. So that one's goofy and kind of dark and weird. Quiet Quitter's goofy. Preppers is where you take a shopping cart and you like run through and try to collect all the food you can, and you like knock other people out of the way with your cart. It's kind of funny. What's in your mouth? It's about our dog. You know what? Now I think about it, she does eat poop. Oh, her ears went back. She heard me. She knows. But yeah, I make all sorts of weird games, so I'm on there with you. I don't really play too many video games in variety, but I've played quite a few. Let's see. Let's do things to possibly track. Birthday parties. Just parties in general. So like the company parties. You get tracked. These can be like hidden things. Like if you didn't go to a company party or something, like we'll think of something. Because these will be like after hours. It'll give you like bonus experience, but obviously not extra money or anything. The mandatory pizza parties. Corporate is trying to reward your hard work. Yeah. Here, we'll do company pizza parties. Team building exercises. I do not have those. But that is a mini game. Oh. Do I have a mini game idea? How have I not started? Oh, I think I did. I think there's mini game ideas down here. We just went through a few of them, so I'm gonna have these notes. Mini game ideas, parkour races, buzzword, Mad Libs. Let's do team building exercises. Yeah, I think the buzzword Mad Libs at meetings would be pretty funny. I think from time to time, I play a week of some nostalgia game. You to create chaos on those. Which one? In the Thimbleweed Park one? It's always bowling or something, right? The team building exercises. I was thinking like the first thing that comes to mind is The Office when they go out to that like the no not oh the booze cruise too, but the one where they're out like do with the hot dogs. That's they do the hot dog eating contest and stuff. Oh my gosh, hot dog eating contest. That's a great mini game idea. Yeah, you can like sabotage, create chaos. I think the mini games are going to be a lot of fun to come up with because I think of like Mario Party, I think of Pummel Party, I think of WarioWare, I think of like Nintendogs and like just silly things like that. Maybe there can be like a safari, like a company safari, but also in-game mini games like filing papers, Among Us style. Oh yeah, there's definitely gonna be sneak mechanics. Oh, I plan on that. Uh, okay, what else can you get an HR violation from? That's good. Sleeping on the job, taking too many sick days. The player loses if they run out of money and can't afford bills, rent or bills. Um, these can be tracked at the end of each. So you'll have a chance to get your money back before your promotions. So that way they're not going to just like lose right away if they lose all their money. Yes, there's going to be clothing choices in the form of armor. So each class has their own set of like armor and stuff that they can do. And there'll be some crossovers, like the ties can go through multiple classes. Um, maybe glasses for like admin assistant and gamer. They'll get like you can have like what are those? The gunner glasses. Hey, Foa Tenshu. Game idea. Trying to catch butterflies while monsters try to sneak attack you. Okay. Okay. How the butterflies and the monsters. It is very random. However, it's not off the wall as much because we're talking about mini games. These mini games should be corporate office themed, but it can be dream themed too. I'm thinking of having daydreams where you fall asleep and you do a mini game rather than the survivor's combat. So if like you're like clicking files on your computer, maybe you doze off for a second and it's like this crazy dream you have. Um, so no, it wasn't totally off the wall. That's why I was like thinking. Uh, but I was gonna say elaborate a little bit. Maybe that could be something. It wouldn't necessarily be butterflies and monsters, but it could be like you're trying to like catch your stapler. It keeps like or your mug, something keeps falling off your desk and you try to catch it while like your boss is talking at you or something, or like running after you down a hallway. Ugh. Make it horror. No, no pyramid head. Uh Stellar Frog came up with an idea of maybe walking the CEO's dog where they could get distracted. Girl Scout cookies. You know how the coworkers kids selling cookies? Oh my gosh. Yes, I do. I bought dill pickle peanuts. They were delicious, let me tell you. But I bought too many of them one time. And then of course the Girl Scout cookies. They have like so many things now. Oh my gosh. How many times you buy cookies from the CEO's, we'll just say kid. Can you get written up for inappropriate clothing? Ooh. Maybe wearing the wrong armor type. You're not in uniform. There will be an HR violation for wearing The wrong clothes for the job. So everybody will have like their attire that they start out with and stuff, but you'll be able to collect like armor pieces, and so maybe you can get violations for not wearing the right armor or clothing. That could be a dream mini game. The monster it has your boss's head. Okay, but instead of butterflies, what are we doing? Are we organizing files? Think something boring, but maybe you're getting chased. Getting chased by a monster with your boss's head. Getting chased by a monster boss's head. The player is trying to rush to the bathroom without peeing themselves. Done. We turned your idea, Foa. We turned your idea into a minigame idea. That's perfect. Well, hold on. What's this? It could be a date with your. I thought you said cousin. It could be a date with your cousin from the office. No, I don't know where this is taking place, but it's not the South. You're the only one that can see a ghost that's trying to kill your boss, and you're trying to protect your boss. He thinks you're crazy. Stay employed and keep your boss alive. If you stop the ghost, but your boss sees you, he gets closer to firing you. It can't be too complicated either. So this is a survivors like RPG. Oh, how long has the standing timer been off? Oh. Anyways, I'm still standing. But it's survivor style RPG, so the combat and stuff's gonna be the survivor style. But I do want to have some fun things to do while you're in IRL. But when you fall asleep in the office, or it's the end of the day, you're going to bed or whatever, you're gonna have dreams about the office in like a fantastical sense. So everything will be like monsters, and there will be some like real office things, but you'll be able to craft things like a paperclip whip. You can get staple shotguns, rubber band guns, hornets, the things that you could just make with like office supplies. So there'll be like a crafting mechanic and stuff too. Um, Kickstarter name in game. I don't know. Just got back. Wanted to say something random. All right. Yes. Yeah. Kickstarters name in game funding. C-suite. This can be in the buzzword. Welcome back. The kids reminded me of Take Your Kid to Work Day. Oh. Hey, T-Rex. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Just working on a game design document for my upcoming game, Rise of the Intern. Rise of the Int. Oh no, the integers. Okay. Yeah. Take Your Kid to Work Day. This could be fun. I feel like this could be a mini game where you have to go introduce your kid to everybody, but your kid's like a terror. Not introduce. Gosh dang it. Yeah, like your kid like you're sitting in your cubicle and your kid's like wandering off, and you gotta like go corral them in. Take your kid to work day. That's hilarious, actually. All right, what do we got here? For the losing conditions, winning conditions. Oh my gosh, everyone takes their kids to work, but you're still single. No, no. You have to take a niece or nephew, though. A minigame entering data into a spreadsheet. My Corey, I'm already there. Look at this. The intern. So we do have some minigame ideas here. Wow, I took off my shoes and I'm so much shorter. Let's put these back. Put these back on. What? I'm wearing socks. They're just really short. So you can file papers, get coffee, take notes, spreadsheets. make copies, stock the break room, go get front door deliveries, ordering food for meetings, like these kinds of things. So everything that I have here is also minigame. So this is going to turn into WarioWare very quickly. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, entering data into a spreadsheet, I'm probably just going to make it so you can type it. I'll probably do like UI elements that you can just type into and it just tracks your character count or something. That'd be pretty funny. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. There's going to be a lot of interface driven interaction. Okay. Look at this. We've got the winning and losing conditions. So you win by destroying the company basically, and your bank has a lot of money. You can take them down by getting negative social media interaction, getting employees fired, spending the company's money, starting as a CMO. The losing conditions, the player has to restart basically as an intern if they get too many HR violations, which include getting caught not doing their work, harassing other employees, uh, corporate social media, like counts. So where you can quote unquote poke other people to harass them. Um, Basically that's part of harassing employees. Sleeping on the job, taking too many sick days, which again I want to make it beneficial for the player to take a sick day, but I don't want them to take too many. And then the player also loses if they run out of money and cannot afford bills at the end of um a promotion cycle. So this is where the player levels up, they get their next job, they go from intern to entry level, etc. A data entry game challenge. A random number is chosen that doesn't work on your keyboard. So you have to use a calculator app to copy and paste it. I'm a huge fan of copy and paste. Um, let's see, mini game. I like the idea of broken keyboard. Oh, I didn't mean to quote the entire thing there. Just copy and paste. You destroy the company and make out with the sweet, sweet golden parachute money. Oh, are you saying like if you don't quite have $1 million, but like the company's going under and they offer you a package to take it and maybe you can chance that? Okay. See what you're saying? I see what you're saying. Um, there's a chance when the company is going under to get Kung Fu Fighting. I don't know. That's a random song to get in your daily mix. That might have enough money for the player to win. So this golden parachute may not be enough, but there might be a chance. There might be a little bit of gamble that you can take. So the board pays you to leave before they go under. I like this idea, Stop. That is good. Come to work with a horribly contagious disease and bring the company to a halt. I think we're too close to quarantine times to bring that into the game, unfortunately. I thought about it though. I thought about it for a second. Unprepared presentation and gameplays like Parappa the Rappa, where you randomly choose words. If you're offbeat, it chooses a bad word. FOA, we actually came up with doing like an ad lib style mini game here that's kind of like that. We have a buzzword Mad Lib thing in meetings where you generate a sentence, uh, and they have to ad lib them, and if you get them wrong, you can get demoted and stuff. So perfect. I forgot about that game. How you spell that? I forgot about this game. Holy cow. Jeez, what a freaking trip. You know, now that I think about it, I kind of made a game like this. I think the dark blue with the hot pink. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Ever seen the Parappa the Rapper toaster? No. Oh man, I played the demo on the PS1 game demo disc or whatever. Jeez. No, I've never seen that. Kick, punch, block. Yeah, stop. Right, it's a little close, a little too close to current, well, recent reality too, even current. You're the intern, but you're a frog and not a human, though nobody has caught on yet. You're given tasks and you awkwardly jump around sloshing coffee. The jumping is first person mode, like jumping flash. No, no, I can't. No, no, I'm not. Dang it, you've piqued Stellar Frog's interest. Uh, this is a 2D game, top down survivors, so it has to be within kind of those boundaries or interface driven and could work with it. That's a totally different game though. I think creating I could do Frogger. We could do Frogger where you're trying to get to like the water cooler and you've got people running back and forth. You have to. It's not a terrible idea. It just sounds like another game, and adding it to this sounds like a lot of work. But I think if I simplify it into like a Frogger style, it's not impossible. So, Frogger. You have to dodge people and paper airplanes while jumping between desks to deliver coffee. To get to the printer. Boa, where are you coming up with these ideas? The game is a monotonous data entry, but occasionally it becomes weird, awkward, light novel that slowly creeps towards creepy romance with your. Just start making some GPT stories that just kind of slowly scroll, and like you're like doing data entry, and then all of a sudden, what you're entering is not that. It's just like a steamy romance novel. All of a sudden, you're like, oh, ooh. You like wake up to it. Frogger to get to the printer. Well, you don't like Rogger? It's Frogger's brother, Frogger. Here I was thinking that we were gonna have a boring stream today. These are some good ideas. Okay, I think I've finished the objectives, to be honest. And these will change. These will get more concise, I think, as I start building stuff. Uh let's see. Some side stories, and it's a story. Right. And I still haven't even come up with like a full story for the game yet either. So this will be a fun one to actually come up with. But so far, the pending plot is that the CEO of the company you go to work for as an intern is a jerk and they ruined your life somehow. Boom. Yeah, as the intern, you're just a really petty person. You just want to take them down. Scorched earth. Oh, how does the game flow from one state to another? Describe the phases of gameplay. Since this is an RPG, all these ideas work so well together. And like tying them into the game, it's as simple as player starts career mode, they climb the corporate ladder, they become CEO and destroy the company. Why do I keep spelling company like that? Is my dyslexia that bad today? They destroy the company. Company. They become CEO and destroy the company from within. They repeat this process until all the local corporations are destroyed. Done. That's it. I could piece the story dependent on how you play. Make kind of like different snippets of the story, and as you play, depending on your actions, the stats that have been tracked, it can be like, you know, this is kind of what your story is now based on like what you start from. Hey! We got a name redeem from Stoff. Company name idea, Pyramid Financial. Ooh. Interesting. Do they have schemes by chance? Perchance? Sorry. All right, we got our first named one. What? Yeah, the point of the company, Pyramid Financial, is to sign people up to sell products. And the more people you have, the more money you make. Be your own boss. Oh my gosh, stop. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. You know what? That was a good quick one. Yeah, so you create like different paths based on the story that you're building, because everybody starts as like they come from a different background with their job history, being a gamer, delivery driver, etc. So that would make sense. It's a prawn Z scheme. They do have a scheme. Gotcha, prawn. This man, he gets. Oh, we all get it. We all get it. We all have friends from high school, right? That try to get you in on this. That's funny. Thank you, Stoff. I think I'm gonna organize these this way. Company name. That way it can be easier to credit you. Because I'm thinking about doing a credit scene since this is actually gonna be a game I can spend some time on. And now that I know all you have to do to make it not jittery credits is just make it go fast. We can have a long credits. That's beautiful. My Corey, well, if you get 2,000 points in the stream, aka you hang out for a long time, actually, you can probably get 2,000 points in like 3 streams. We will add that. We will add that. Always tip food delivery services. Oh, that's a good one. I didn't even think about adding a food, like a food place. Where did I add these? Is under my notes. Companies to work for. So I have a like a retail holding company, but a food corporate food. This is great. So I'll do IE just so we remember this. All right. There you go. So there is going to be a limited number of like types of companies we'll have, but I would like to like randomize them for the players' playthroughs. So if we come up with like 100 names for companies, they're going to be just silly names for each of these companies, and not everybody's going to have the same experience. And I love that idea. I don't know if you've seen any of the games I've made where I had a little bit of time. I try to add like the small details, randomize things. Key of the Board Warrior, he had like 3 different hair helmets that he could wear. Okay. See, this is why I wanted you in Discord, so I don't have to re-explain this. But Stellar Frog just said maybe for people that name the companies, I can put like a portrait of the CEO and name them. Like if you come up with a name, I could be like Mr. Stoff or something like that. Sorry, not the CEO, the founder of the company, the OG person that founded this company would be like Mr. Stoff or something. Sorry, I translated that wrong. Ellen Mollusk. Oh, like an employee of the month would be funny too. Oh yeah, yeah. We could do like a employee of the month style. That'd be funny. And we're gonna try to avoid names that are close to people that exist, just in case. Not looking for any defamation lawsuits here. A Bronzy scheme. uh, no schemes here, but you can get people to sign up under you, get paid more. Yeah, exactly. You're the salesperson now. Will the player be able to jump between companies? Uh, Not necessarily jump between companies. You have to, once you join a company, you have to take it out. And there'll be like a saving loading system. So you will be able to like have access to that. But you need to take out one company at a time. But you always start as an intern at that new company. Wouldn't mind to be the villain of this kind of story. I mean, it would be fun. It would be fun to be the CEO that you get taken out of, and maybe we do. Maybe we name one of the CEOs somebody. But yeah, it's all channel point based. And like I don't want people to, like get offended or hurt by it. So try to leave out real names, maybe even less screen names, unless you absolutely want it to. Just in case sounds like a real just in case, that reminds me. We need to have a law firm. Oh my gosh, the law firm would be funny. That might be like DLC. This game is huge. This is my cornerstone project. This I've been it means it's the game that makes me famous. Um I've been thinking about this game idea for a very long time now, and making it come to life is just getting me all excited. I've been thinking about it for a while, since Survivors games were even a thing. No lottery tickets. No gambas. Oh, I mean there's the stocks, but fake gamba. Just in case sounds like a real name reporting to HR. Hell in High Water. That's pretty funny. That's a good one. That would be a good one for a CEO name. Yeah, this is what I call a grand game. Right, but I'm going to start small. So minimum, this is going to be a survivor's game. And the RPG elements is what's going to help drive kind of the difference. This is what's going to separate my game from all the other survivors like games out there. Like I saw Survivor's Chess. I've seen Vampire Survivors. I was actually thinking about Energy Vampire as like one of the classes. But anyways, uh I've seen the like Deep Rock Galactic Survivors game where you're like mining. I've seen Survivor Scape where it's kind of reminds me of like old school RuneScape mixed um with Vampire Survivors and stuff. I've seen so many different ones. Do I have a deadline? No, not yet. I'm just doing this as a hobby. I'm just doing this for fun, so I don't have a deadline. We need those TPS reports. I don't even know if I'm going to set myself a deadline, but I have like arbitrary, well, all the deadlines are arbitrary, but kind of like phases that I want to get through. So like I wanted to get this game design document done by the end of this week. So basically I just need to figure out story. I already know most of the rest of the stuff. The marketing stuff won't be done until way later. Mechanics are basically done. Those are in a different notes here that I just have to compile. Play flow, that's basically done, right? Standard play, Fivers play. Player starts boss rush mode. They fight waves of enemies that end with level boss for corporation. They defeat the CEO and win that round of survivors. Player gets loot they can use in career mode. You play pranks on the other workers as the boss walks around the room. You gain points for doing silly things, but you lose them if the boss sees you. Last one not fired is promoted. Like Duck Duck Goose with pranks. I do have a pranks area here. Oh, wait, where is it? Office pranks. So these are like traps that you can set up. The water cooler summoning stone. Forgot about that. Duck Duck lose. Full pranks on other employees without getting caught by the boss. I think this is funny. Winner doesn't get fired. Player gets demotion if they... That'd be a fun little stealth game. And I know it kind of plays under the mini games idea, but I think office pranks are going to be like a subcategory of mini games. It'll be like setting traps and stuff so you can perform some of the things you need to do in the office, like setting off the fire alarm. Does the game have a concept of deadlines for work the player does? In a way, yeah. So I have to obviously figure out how to track all that, but I have right here. So each corporation is made up of multiple levels. So to progress a level, the player must defeat that floor's boss or manager. To get to the level's boss, the player needs to complete a certain overall job or task that's related to their current position. So they'll have a like quest tracker. Think like any MMO style RPG with a quest tracker. Not Elden Ring, because why would they add one to that? And then as you do these things, so like, oh, you need to file 500 papers, you need to get coffee 10 times, you need to take notes for 5 meetings, you need to fill out one spreadsheet, you need to make 1,000 copies, you need to stock the break room at least once. So it'll be like a checklist of things for you to do. But then you can also take like quests and job boards. Or sorry, quests from the job board missions. So like the bulletin board, which will give you like bonus XP and money. So you can basically spend a lot of time leveling as an intern. But I'm thinking about like, I don't even know if there's a level cap. I don't know anything of that, like what I'm going to do for that yet. And then can you make someone do those for you? Yeah. So as you get to the manager and team lead, CMO, all these upper level management and like the C-suite level people, you can delegate tasks and work to other people. You can post jobs to the job board and have them picked up, so you get passive experience, but you do lose money. So this would be good if you like if you're collecting a bunch of cogs, you can sell them on the marketplace, and then you can just pay for experience basically. Get the boss to do them for you. They're not doing anything with anyways. They're just in meetings all the time. You just every time you pass the boss, they're just kicked back up in their chair laughing on the phone. Okay. Bring morale down by not bathing, just smelling horrible. Oh my gosh. The gamer and the fast food employee can have stench meters. That'd be funny. You have to like clean. Or like you can go to the bathroom but not wash your hands. Ugh. Touching doorknobs. I've thought about that. There's even a gamer ability where you can fart. A humorous crowd control ability that interrupts enemy casting and melee attacks, potentially causing laughter or stunning them. This one's a funny one. Okay. So I'm thinking for standard play, this is career mode. And this is boss rush. Gosh, what a perfect name convention. Career mode. Forgot who came up with that, but that was clutch. That was a free one. If it just makes sense in the game and it's not unique to the person, it just goes in the game. And then you don't get credit because I forgot. I'm sorry. Okay. Mini games. Mini game. Survivors play. This is just mini games. Do we determine if mini game is just one word? I think it is. Player selects a mini game from the mini game selection screen. They play through the game. This game mode does not affect any progress in career mode. Done. You can order a pizza and choose someone else's desk to have it delivered. The victim is distracted, yelling at the pizza guy. That is something we kind of have. So you've got ordering food for meetings, calling in personal food with the option to target others. I think that's a good idea. So I've already got like the food calling thing, but maybe it's a smaller personal pizza that gets delivered. And then if you're the delivery driver, you can deliver it yourself. So you get more time to use that distraction. Okay. The mechanics. The game uses up, down. Oh, this is movement. Uses. I was thinking about making this pixel based. We'll probably do 2D physics based or movement. This includes velocity and vectors. I think velocity is part of a vector. I don't know. I had fun imagining all these quests in office-based gameplay, but the only afforded controls are walking and pickpocketing people's watches. The UI says uncompleted tasks for your current quest, but all you can do is steal wallets. No. Oh my gosh, that's so funny because the admin assistant is like a thief. Maybe that's something. This could be like a special quest for the admin assistant, is like pickpocketing people. That would be funny. Let's put this into the mini game. This is gonna be the worst game ever. People are gonna play this and think that I'm a cruel person, and they'll be like, "Wow, this guy does all these things." And then I can turn around and point to the VOD and be like, "It was them." Catherine the multitasker, welcome in. Your thoughts on pickpocketing as a video game mechanic? You want my thoughts on it? I think it needs to be interactive. I think just walking by and stealing something's boring. I like the idea of like a little mini game attached to it, like a hand shows up and you have to like maneuver the hand operation style, and then you like pull something out, and then maybe it opens up like a loot pouch, and now you're timed and you have to pick something out of there. But if you grab like a loud object, you can get caught. So I don't think anybody does pickpocketing to that extent. But if there is, I would love to see it because that's how I imagine pickpocketing working. I think it's a great idea. What's theirs is yours. You worked hard for it, okay? They just used money. You used skill and precision. The mini games will mostly be interface interactions and quick time events. If you're unlucky, the item you begin to pull out is one of those long tight handkerchiefs of different colors. You're just like, oh shit. You just like start yoinking it. Wait, companies, do you have embezzling money? Yes. Right here for the CMO. I'm sorry, the CFO. And they get an embezzle debuff. So when you go to fight the CEO, depending on how many times you embezzled money, it might affect you negatively. Hey, Catherine the multitasker, thank you for the follow. I agree with you. Just hopped in and you happen to be talking about a big interest of yours. Are you into klepto? What kind of video games do you like for pickpocketing? You might have some suggestions that might help me kind of drive the mechanic in the game. Because yeah, the admin assistant is a thief. So I was thinking about tying their stuff, and it's not just physical objects, it's time theft too. Time theft is a real thing. So they're gonna be like the thief where you can like, look at this. The player randomly steals office supplies, granting a buff, ink for increased damage, or a temporary weapon. This passive adds unpredictability to the class, making each encounter dynamic. So they have stolen office supplies. And then you can do an HR complaint, so you can summon HR. You have micromanagement where you can deal AoE damage to enemies. Like, come on. Hey, Ooga Booga. I regret taking a bite of a freeze-dried ice cream sandwich. That made my teeth hurt. Oh. Just think about oh, yeah. And then the flavor of it. Yum. Welcome in. Hopefully the ice cream didn't ruin your night. And then you can pay the law firm to get you out of embezzlement. Yeah, if you're in the law firm, maybe that's an option. Monday laundering mini game where you literally put it in the wash. Oh, money. Sorry, M. Your keyboard is messing up again. Okay, all right. I'm making that mini game. Literally washing money. uh, oh, I thought they were a third party. No. I was thinking about making the law firm one of the companies you can work for. So there are some like corporate law firms that are pretty big. I was thinking of Suits when I was thinking of this. Like they're huge ass law firm. They've got multiple levels of people working for them and stuff. So that's what came to mind when I was thinking of law firm. Well, no, you mean historical pickpockets. Oh, interesting. That is something I haven't really considered, but yeah, there are famous pickpockets and magicians would be the best pickpockets. I think somewhere in the classes we considered magician. Okay, maybe not. That would be a funny one, actually. These are class ideas. And classes are basically for this game. So this is Rise of the Intern. You climb the corporate ladder, you destroy the company from the inside. It's a top-down 2D survivors-like RPG. It's starting to become a mouthful the more I say it. Um, and so like the classes are your previous job before you start interning at the new company. I think a magician is like a mage, obviously range DPS. So I have a bunch of different like class ideas for expansion for later on. But yeah, you know what? I've never actually like thought about real historical pickpockets. I am curious now. I mean, the best ones probably aren't written about, right? They'll never know. One of the companies you can work for is an augment clinic, an argument clinic, like from Monty Python. I have only ever seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and that might make some people sad. Um, but that's the extent of my Monty Python knowledge. Hey, Champy Jack, welcome in. Welcome. You caught me live. This is my favorite emote. uh, that's what I was thinking. Historical pickpockets would never be caught or known about, right? Like the best ones are the best. Could you imagine though? The movement for the player is primarily top down 2D um motion slash vector based movement. The player can move in 8 directions, all directions with a controller. Yes, I'm going to try to support controller as best as I can. Godot makes it very easy, so I'm definitely going to try. That's so fun as a game concept. I'm hoping it is. I'm hoping all of this is fun. The idea is to be whimsical, humorous, kind of satirical, just like it's fun. It's to poke rib fun at like the corporate life, and it's a little silly. Like the corporate life to me is a little silly that we put ourselves through that just to make some money. And I think that making a video game about it, even though I've made a couple games about it, I feel like this one kind of like actually makes the game that I'm trying to go for, because I've made other games. And averagegamestudio.com is my website. I've made some other games about it recently, Quiet Quitter and Key of the Board Warrior. So like Quiet Quitter is where you're trying to sneak out of the office. and it's a one button game. So you've just got to hold space, or you can hold mouse click or whatever, and you're just trying to sneak out of the office and not get caught by the managers. So you're like running through like the cubicles and stuff. And it was kind of a fun game. And I was like, it kind of sparked my interest in making corporate games. And then I made Keyboard Warrior. And this was kind of like my learning how to do digital art game. So the art's a little stylized, if you will. And I definitely need to get better at making like tiles. I learned that they need to be much more simple, and these do not tile, no pun intended, that well. Um, So this was like a survivor style corporate office game. There's the boss, William Loobster. You gotta head to bed. Have a good rest of the stream. Thank you so much, Em. Thank you for hanging out tonight. Hope you have a good rest of your night and a good day tomorrow. I've been researching them like Victorian era mugshots. Lots of reference images there. Okay. That's great. Victorian era. That's probably where it happened quite a bit. That's when like the fancy people flaunted it. Like you knew somebody was wealthy. Yeah, feel free to check out my website. I can just post it in here. And feel free to dig around the games. Most of these should still be playable, if not all of them, on various platforms. I don't have them all on itch. Some of them are downloadables from Game Jolt, which may not run these days. But the recent games, like What's in Your Mouth, Quiet Quitter, Archimist, and Keyboard Warrior, they're actually all playable to some extent through the browser. So like even What's in Your Mouth. Look at this. Look how many plays this game has. You're just a dog and you eat poop. Well, you don't have to eat poop. Oh, I pooped. And then your owner comes over and tries to like scold you, but you can hide behind objects. Go away. And then when your hunger's full, the next time you eat something, you're gonna poop. And then you can go eat the poop so that the owner can't catch it. Oh, you can also throw up, I guess. I forgot about that. Ah! Ah! I know you can't hear the sound effects, but they're adorable. I think my brother made it. I think my brother made the sound effects. This is funny. Hey, Muscle Man Development. Welcome in. Goon and Watch is such a name, by the way. I know. We talked about that. You know what? Us older people, goon means a thug. All right. So when he made that username, I'm sure he wasn't thinking of modern times. And it's too late to change it now, right? That's his Twitch name. That's too funny though. Welcome in, dude. We've accomplished quite a bit today. Okay, maybe not so much. Yikes. No, I did all the objectives. I got the play flow. I'm working on the mechanics, movements and physics. And then we actually came up with quite a few mini game ideas and even companies to work for. So things are going great. And somebody already named something. Muscle Man. Somebody named something. Pyramid Financial. Which actually reminds me, did I have like a financial company? Gosh, I keep typing nappy. I'm nappy. Oh, what? I keep typing it wrong. Instead of company, like a come nappy. Nope. I love linguistic drift. Right? Right? The things we used to say do not mean what we think they are anymore. The famous fictional pickpockets like Oliver Twist are from the Victorian era. Yeah, that's right. Oliver Twist, classic. Come Nappy should be the name of a company. Somebody's gonna leave here with the Twitch name now. You're welcome. Pyramid Financial. Did I spell it wrong? Why are you doing ... Was this wrong? Did I do it wrong? It could be financial pyramid. You asked if I had a financial company. No. Sorry. I meant here in the companies that you can work for. Like I put game development, marketing, yada yada. I forgot to put financial company based on your request for a name. Because these are like big corporations. We got to think here. Corporations. Corpos. Some corps to work for. Come nappy consultation and sanitation. No. I now regret what I've typed probably 10 times today. I don't know if I could. Maybe, I mean, dyslexically, it looks right. It looks like it says company. Movement for the player is primarily top-down 2D, motion vector-based movement. The player can move in 8 directions, all directions with a controller. The player can cast movement abilities based on their player skills / talents that affect movement. Enemies can cause movement decreases against the player. I don't know how you would say that. No, Come Nappy, the mattress factory. Would you buy a Come Nappy mattress? Probably not. Now, if we just called it Nappy mattress, see, even nappy has a couple meanings to it. Like think of like nappy hair. The chatters that start with an S in their name are crude. Wait a second. Stellar Frog didn't say anything. Let's see. What else we got in here? I'm actually going to detail the mechanics. Oh, hey, we got to name something. Welcome in, RTN. What an entrance. We got the Greasy Pete's Logistics. All right, Greasy Pete. He sounds like he would own a company, a corporation. All right. Like a burger joint? Let's see. What do we have here? Logistics company, I guess, right? Those are big companies. Why does it keep collapsing? Ah. All right. We got RTN, CDR. Nope. Muscle Man, nope. I can see it. Twitch said no. All right. This is a company name. Greasy Pete's Logistics. Logistics company. And then we'll do financial company name. Like the Brits call a diaper a nappy. Oh, they do? Yeah, perfect. See, there's so many names. There's like so many meanings for things. So I will vet these before they actually go into the published game. If something's questionable and like I don't want to cause any strife. Like I don't want people to I mean, it's gonna offend some people. This type of game will offend people. Any game can offend anybody. But I'm gonna try my best to be inclusive and I'm gonna try my best not to intentionally offend people, just so you know. Loving throwing stuff at the wall, having fun and being part of this. Sonic, I'm glad you're having fun doing this. That's why I do this. That's why I have that redeem. That's why I open this discussion. Um, I feel like creating a game out loud has a lot of potential. And ultimately, I'm gonna have final say. Like if I don't think something's gonna work in the game, I won't add it. But every idea is an idea. So I will try my best to capture what I can, and that's what the game design document's for. This is what the game's going to be. So that's why I take notes separately, and then if it makes sense right away, it's going in the game design document, and we'll find a place for a lot of this stuff. But I this game might take me 2 years now. Legit Capone's furniture importing. Oh man, another logistics company I see. Now do you know why I said what I said? Yeah, yeah, I got you. I got it now, Muscle Man. I didn't know that though about diapers being called nappies. That's sad because sometimes I take a nappy. Now I can't anymore. I know nothing about corporate, but it came to mind. No, it's good. Greasy Pete, he's in it for the money. What I like is seeing the process. Yeah, I was wondering about that. Like my game design, and this is a game design versus game development. This is a game design stream. I feel like a lot of people show up for this, and it surprises me a little bit because it's like we're just talking. We're just like writing words on a screen here, right? But then I was like thinking about, I'm like, you guys are part of the actual design for this. Some things that are said in stream and chat will be in the game, and like you're technically helping. And I probably need to compile a list of uh chatters, but that's why I do the point, like the redeem. So if you're spending enough time here, you'll get your name in the credits just by naming something. Trying to have an idea, trying to understand how. Yeah, and I'm planning on using my process here to make a software or like a web app or something for other game designers to go through this process on their own terms. So it's like a game design document. I think there's other stuff out there. Um, yeah, like I mean, there's tons of game design documents out there, but something that like integrates, and there are some out there, but something that like uses my process to make game design docs, because the ones that I make, I try to keep them like precision based, and then I want it to ask questions and like make you think about the game that you're wanting to make, just to help cut out a lot of the scope creep and the future cutting of content or whatever it is if you do have deadlines. You feel like causing mischief today? Oh no, don't like that. You're not hindering me in any way. No, 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 no. You guys are helping me. You just described exactly why I'm here to witness the process. Yeah. And I put up the VODs. So I'm also holding you accountable for what you're saying too. So it's on stream. This gets published. So you wouldn't, don't say anything you don't want immortalized. And it helps keep things a little bit on topic for the most part, but I can always refer back to this. Like if I was like, oh, what was I talking about? So like even recording yourself doing game design stuff is super important. I would dig that. I'm a dev myself, would like to contribute. Yeah. Well, I'll let you know when I actually start working on it. I had to pivot a little bit based on some recent drama with the WordPress world. Um, but I'm gonna try to make it in like React, so it'll be a little bit more dynamic, a little bit easier to work with. So I'll figure it out. I probably won't develop it on stream, but I'll definitely be showing it off on stream and stuff. And obviously, it'll probably most likely gonna be a free tool for game designers. If it gets enough traction and the database starts costing a lot of money, we'll probably have like paid plans. Let me help too. Goob is bald. This is not my real hair. Game design super interesting. Dev is the hard part. Yeah, everybody can come up with ideas, right? It's when we have to start building it and putting it into a game that it actually becomes real, and it's like the scary part, which is why the game design process, making the document, needs to eventually end. Oh yeah, stop has seen it. You've seen the VOD clips. That chat's there. Now Muscle Man is known for saying Goob is bald / joking. He said he's joking. He's just joking. Oh, beauty company. Oh. You can work for an R&D company. So these are all going to be like corporations you can work for, and these can be randomly generated. Like I can spawn in like 5 companies that your playthrough can have. So keep that in mind. Yeah, the recording helps with undocumented code and stuff too. So anything that like I haven't written down, I can always review it. Now, granted, I'm not going to sit there for 2 hours and listen to myself talk again, but maybe I can have a transcription and do a search on it. You find that ideas are harder to come up with? Right, or I mean, like alone and stuff, but like we've got AI, we've got GPT and stuff now. You can bounce your ideas and it can expand on it. Plus when I'm streaming, like I honestly, you guys have been awesome. You've been helping me come up with a lot of ideas. So that helps. We bounce ideas back and forth. You come up with things. I workshop it, and a lot of the stuff you've said have been in my notes. And then I'll take these notes and I'll figure out a way. How does this work into the game? When I'm making mini games, I'm gonna refer to this list of things that we've come up with. Like it's great. Yeah, ideas can be hard, but I feel like it's easier than actually developing the game. We can talk about things that are possible all day. Giving life-changing advice while I'm listening to ads. No, it's okay. There's gonna be VODs. You just have to find where I said the life-changing advice. I'm sorry. It's there for 2 hours with audio muted. All right. You know what? I didn't even check to see if my mic was working. There was a stream that I did like an hour's worth of content. My mic was just muted. I think every streamer has to do that at least once. I was guessing that you were giving great advice while I was working. Oh yeah, I was giving the best advice. I was talking about um investment strategies and companies that you can work for, and I'm just kidding. You have the problem of ideas that just don't stop coming. Oh, right. That's what makes dev slow. Like you start working on something like Archimist was like that for me, where I was working on an idea and then something would happen. I was like, oh, I can add this. Oh, I can do that. Oh, I want to do talents now. And it's just like at some point you do have to cut it. And that's where the design document comes handy, is you can write all this stuff down and then you can cut it out before you actually start working on it. Have I heard of MBC? No. What is MBC? Oh, it's a media company? I have a media company as one of the categories. No? Okay. Minimum bacterial concentration. Masters of Business and Communication. That's all I got. Oh, all right. Massive baloney conglomerates. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. All right, we need to actually take these mechanics. I'm gonna hate myself for doing this, but this will give us a concise list of mechanics here. Objects, interactions, actions. Goob, can I fart here? Yeah, you can fart all you want. I'm not gonna gatekeep your farts. No, I don't have sound effects in the stream. Nobody's ever asked me that. All right, fair, you got me. It's kind of a fart. It's a mouth trumpet. That was my mouth. Thank you for the 2 biddies. After this game, there will be fart sounds. The gamer has fart ability, so may turn those into cheer sounds. I don't know. Maybe there's a little bit of 2 nerdy nerds leak from their fart streams. whenever 2 nerdy nerds chats, I'll just make a fart sound. They would hate that. I definitely shouldn't do that. Somebody put a stream marker so I can do it. We just listened to the theme from Jurassic Park. All right, we got collectibles. Spelled mechanics right. Trusting you. Oh no, the men's bathroom choir. Yeah, I've heard of them. The Halo theme, yes. This looks like a high school group. Yeah, I've heard of this. Did I spell company wrong again? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Should make it part of the game. I'm not no, I'm not using the misspelling of it. That's only in the game design document. Okay, fine. Nothing. Nothing. Nope. I spelled it right everywhere. Or was I? Like being a mistake that the intern does, like they misspell it. Not adding it. I'm gonna keep saying that and then I'm gonna actually add it, but it's gonna be an Easter egg, so good luck. Because I will be developing some of this off stream, and you don't have a say in that. Minecraft music when you're updating Minecraft right now. You're welcome. Your game's version of Minecrafty? I've never heard of that either. Was that like a misspelling? Ah, it was an Easter egg. Well, maybe this will be. You'll never know. It'll be like one of the random company names. And they'll be like, I was there when he came up with that. Jeez. All right, these are like primary game mechanics. I'm gonna reorganize these. I want this to be 6.4. I want this to be 6.3. Okay. And then we'll unbold these. RPG style player progression, collectibles, game modes, breaking the fourth wall, job board crafting. Oh, I didn't even, why isn't survivors? Zero 0.1% chance for the title screen to display that instead of Minecraft? That's great. The beginning of the crash logs can have the phrase, "You should try our sister game, Minecraft." That is funny. Must have been like mistyped a bunch, like I did. You don't like Minecraft music? This is the only time you're ever gonna listen to it, though. I like the lo-fi versions of all the music. Now, granted, this doesn't play in any VOD, so you can rewatch the stream and have it for co-working, and then you can listen to your own music. I almost played World of Warcraft music, so count your blessings. All right, I think that mechanics, everything, objects, interactions, we're gonna have to work on this one. This is gonna be part of the crafting inspiration. I'll have to figure out story, characters, kind of like their backstory. This is like, oh my gosh, why would you do that? Set in a corporate world. We'll flesh that out. But yeah, anyways, that's gonna be it for me today. We're hitting kind of a 2-hour mark here. Ooh, wow, 2 hours and 14 minutes. That's quite the time to be working on a game design document. But I've had a lot of fun, and I hope you have as well. I should be live again on Wednesday with probably some more of this and maybe a little bit of this where we work on the title screen. So thank you all for hanging out with me today. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the support today, and seeing everyone in here participating and being part of this is what keeps me doing this. And it means a lot that you spend your time hanging out here with me. So thank you. But for now, let's see if we can find somebody to raid who is not gone. Oh no, we don't really have too many people. Oh no. Oh no, does anybody have a raid target? Electric and metal Ooga Booga? Yeah, yeah. I listen to all sorts of music. It's always at the 2-hour mark. Why not the 300-hour? Because I'm tired. My brain is on fire from thinking so much. I did like a 4-hour WoW stream one time. All right, I found somebody. Jits Poe, cool Godot guy. I'll have to watch more of him. Let me see. Is he live right now? He is live right now. Okay. All right, let's go raid Jits Poe. I actually just followed him. I thought I was following him. But let's go give some love over there to Jitspo. He looks like he's working on FPS game dev. Godot day 344. That's a lot of days to be working on a game. So that's dedication. It seems like he's working on some 3D modeling right now. So it'll be a little bit more interesting than a design document. But feel free to drop in some goobs if you've got them. But thank you all for hanging out today. I will see you on Wednesday. The Average Goob's a great streamer? Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Champy. Thank you, RTN, for hanging out. Muscle Man, thank you. Get those points so you can name something. Thank you, Sonic. Appreciate you hanging out today. And Stoff, if you're still here, thank you. Okay, bye.